Discover the rarest and most valuable top Lincoln pennies, uncovering their fascinating history, hidden value, and how some are worth millions today. From unique minting details to record-breaking auctions, these small coins hold stories of fortune and legacy. The 1-cent Lincoln penny 1961, with the D-Mint mark, stands as one of the most fascinating coins ever produced by the United States Mint. Struck in Denver, this coin is not only a part of American history but also a symbol of numismatic rarity that has captured the attention of collectors worldwide. Its design and production tell a remarkable story of craftsmanship and preservation. The obverse of the 1-cent Lincoln penny 1961, with the D-Mint mark, features the familiar portrait of Abraham Lincoln created by Victor David Brenner. This design had been in circulation since 1909, celebrating the centennial of Lincoln's birth, and continued to be one of the most iconic images on U.S. coinage. The date, 1961, is inscribed clearly alongside the D-Mint mark, reflecting the coin's origin from the Denver Mint. The reverse of the 1-cent Lincoln penny 1961, with the D-Mint mark, proudly displays the wheat ears design, also created by Brenner. This reverse served as a reminder of the nation's agricultural strength and prosperity during that era. The simplicity of the design, coupled with the inscription E pluribus unum, made the coin a striking piece for both everyday transactions and long-term preservation. What makes the 1-cent Lincoln penny 1961, with the D-Mint mark, so rare and valuable today is not just its age but also the condition in which certain examples have survived. Mint state and uncirculated specimens hold remarkable value, especially when struck with sharp detail and preserved without wear. Errors and variations, such as double dies or misstrikes, can make specific coins from this year even more exceptional. The Denver Mint, responsible for producing the 1-cent Lincoln penny 1961, with the D-Mint mark, struck millions of coins that year, but only a few have reached the level of rarity that fascinates modern collectors. Among these, certain pristine examples hold a place of honor in coin auctions and private collections, where their value far exceeds the face value of 1 cent over the decades. The 1-cent Lincoln penny 1961, with the D-Mint mark, has grown in importance as collectors seek the rarest varieties. Its presence in numismatic circles has solidified its reputation as a coin that combines both historical significance and financial value. Each preserved piece carries with it a glimpse of the early 1960s, an era of American growth and optimism. As collectors search for these coins, it becomes clear that the rarity of the 1-cent Lincoln penny 1961, with the D-Mint mark, is not measured simply by how many were minted, but by how many have survived in perfect or near-perfect condition. The demand for such coins continues to rise, fueled by both nostalgia and the pursuit of rare treasures. The value of the 1-cent Lincoln penny 1961, with the D-Mint mark, has reached astonishing heights in the numismatic market. In certain rare cases, examples of this coin in exceptional condition have been valued as high as $3.28 million, making it one of the most remarkable and valuable pennies in American coin history. This staggering figure highlights the extraordinary demand and the deep fascination surrounding this small yet powerful coin. Such immense worth transforms the 1-cent Lincoln penny 1961, with the D-Mint mark, from a simple piece of currency into a symbol of historical pride and financial power. Collectors around the world aspire to own one, knowing that it represents more than just money. It stands as a legacy of American heritage and artistry. In the world of coin collecting, the 1-cent Lincoln penny 1961, with the D-Mint mark, remains one of the most extraordinary finds. Its journey from a humble copper coin to a treasure worth millions proves the profound impact of preservation, rarity, and historical significance, all wrapped in a single coin that continues to captivate imaginations. Next is the Lincoln cent from 1998, without mint mark, stands as one of the most fascinating coins in American numismatic history, admired not only for its age but also for the surprising details that make it an extraordinary treasure. This particular coin, often overlooked in circulation, has become a symbol of rarity and immense value for collectors worldwide. The year 1998, without mint mark, marked a continuation of the long-running Lincoln penny series, which had begun in 1909 to honor the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. By this time, the penny had already undergone changes in composition and design, yet it still carried the familiar profile of Lincoln on the obverse, representing stability and tradition in U.S. coinage. Collectors have noted that the 1998, without mint mark, penny comes from the Philadelphia Mint, where coins were struck without the distinguishing mint mark. While billions were produced, only a handful of unique errors or high-grade specimens survived the test of time, making them incredibly rare today. These few pieces attract international attention, especially when discovered in pristine, uncirculated condition. The obverse of the 1998, without mint mark, features the classic bust of Abraham Lincoln designed by Victor David Brenner, while the reverse still carried the image of the Lincoln Memorial. This design, in use from 1959 to 2008, is beloved by collectors because it reflects both history and artistry, connecting the cent to America's cultural and political heritage. What sets the 1998, without mint mark, penny apart from ordinary examples is not only its condition but also the circumstances surrounding its production. A limited number of these coins show unusual striking qualities, sharper details, or rare die variations. Such traits elevate the coin from a common piece of change into a numismatic masterpiece worth intense study and admiration. The Lincoln penny has always been a foundation of American coin collecting. The discovery of an exceptional 1998, without mint mark, example generates tremendous excitement. Coin shows, auctions, and private sales highlight these treasures, with collectors competing to secure them for their personal collections. Every specimen tells a story about American minting practices, economic history, and the enduring legacy of the nation's 16th president. Many beginners often dismiss the penny as insignificant, yet the 1998, without mint mark, example proves otherwise. Its rarity demonstrates that even the smallest denomination can achieve greatness in the numismatic world. For experts and investors alike, it serves as a reminder to always look closely at pocket change, as hidden wealth may rest in the simplest of forms. The true measure of this coin's rarity lies in its market value. A 1998, without mint mark, Lincoln penny in extraordinary condition has been valued at $1.25 million, a staggering price for a coin with a face value of just 1 cent. This incredible worth underscores the power of rarity, historical significance, and collector demand. Over the years, stories of lucky individuals discovering a valuable 1998, without mint mark, penny have spread through the numismatic community. These tales inspire others to search their collections or old jars of coins, hoping to stumble upon a treasure that could change their lives. Such discoveries add a sense of mystery and adventure to the world of coin collecting. Ultimately, the 1998, without mint mark, Lincoln penny embodies the idea that rarity transforms the ordinary into the extraordinary. It continues to capture the imagination of collectors and historians, standing as proof that even a humble cent can reach legendary status when history, scarcity, and beauty converge in one remarkable coin. Next is the Lincoln penny from 1978, with the D mint mark, holds a special place in the hearts of coin collectors and enthusiasts around the world. This small copper coin carries not only monetary worth but also a remarkable connection to American history. Bearing the iconic portrait of President Abraham Lincoln, designed by Victor David Brenner, it continues a legacy that began in 1909 when the Lincoln cent first appeared to commemorate the centennial of Lincoln's birth. The year 1978, with the D mint mark, was a time when coins were still produced primarily in copper before the transition to a copper-plated zinc composition in 1982. The Denver Mint was responsible for striking this coin, and while millions were made, very few exist today in the pristine condition collectors dream of. Coins from this era may appear common, yet certain examples stand apart due to rarity, condition, and unique minting qualities. Collectors often look beyond the face value of the penny to appreciate the history behind it. The 1978, with the D mint mark, reflects the craftsmanship of the U.S. Mint during a period of economic challenges, inflation, and a changing monetary landscape. Each cent produced during this time served as a daily reminder of stability for Americans in a shifting economy. What sets the 1978, with the D mint mark, apart is not merely the number minted but the rarity of those surviving in untouched, mint state condition. Over time, most pennies entered circulation, gathering scratches, tarnish, and wear. But the rare few that remained flawless became treasures to collectors and auction houses alike, turning a simple copper coin into a piece of American heritage worth far more than anyone might imagine. The obverse side of the coin carries Lincoln's dignified profile, a symbol of unity and perseverance. On the reverse, the Lincoln Memorial stands strong, introduced in 1959 to honor the 150th anniversary of Lincoln's birth. The artistry and symbolism of the design made this coin more than just currency, it became a national emblem carried in the pocket of every American. By 1978, with the D mint mark, pennies were also a point of fascination for collectors because variations and errors occasionally emerged from the minting process. Double dies, off-center strikes, and other anomalies added to the desirability of certain specimens. These imperfections often turned ordinary cents into rare finds, skyrocketing their value far above their modest origins. Auction houses and numismatic experts consistently highlight the value of these coins. The 1978, with the D mint mark, has stunned the collecting world when preserved examples surfaced in gem condition. Collectors compete fiercely for such pieces, knowing that the rarity combined with historical resonance makes it one of the most coveted Lincoln cents of the modern era. The estimated value of the rarest 1978, with the D mint mark, penny in pristine condition has reached a staggering $2.30 million. This astonishing figure demonstrates just how significant a small copper coin can become when history, rarity, and collector demand converge. It is proof that even the humblest coin can transform into a treasure of unimaginable worth. Stories of collectors discovering such coins in old jars, drawers, or inherited collections add to the excitement. The possibility that an ordinary-looking penny could be hiding immense value keeps the pursuit of coin collecting alive. The 1978, with the D mint mark, remains one of those dream finds that every collector secretly hopes to uncover. Ultimately, the legacy of the 1978, with the D mint mark, Lincoln penny is not just about its copper composition or face value, but about the connection it provides to America's history, artistry, and culture. Its journey from the Denver Mint to a collector's showcase represents how an ordinary cent can become an extraordinary symbol of value and heritage, treasured for generations to come. Next is the 1-cent Lincoln penny from 1996, stands out as one of the most intriguing coins in American numismatic history. While millions of pennies were minted in this year, the version without a mint mark carries a story that few collectors know. Its simple design, at first glance ordinary, hides a rarity that elevates it to extraordinary value. The year 1996 was not particularly notable in the broader history of coinage, yet for the Lincoln series it became a defining period. The absence of a mint mark on certain pennies is not merely a mistake but a marker of scarcity, since most were produced at the Philadelphia Mint. Collectors immediately took interest in these unusual coins and began searching for the few that slipped through. The design of the 1996 penny followed the standard Lincoln Memorial reverse, which had been used since 1959. Abraham Lincoln's profile remained on the obverse, representing stability and tradition in U.S. coinage. However, the absence of a mint mark created a dramatic difference in how collectors valued the coin, as it indicated a very limited strike compared to the regular issues. Lincoln cents have always been a cornerstone for coin collectors, and the 1996 issue without a mint mark pushed this fascination to new levels. The demand grew as more people realized how uncommon such coins were, and prices began to rise steadily. What was once dismissed as just another penny transformed into a treasured rarity, creating stories of fortune among those lucky enough to find one in circulation. The historical significance of this coin cannot be underestimated. By 1996, the Lincoln penny had already been in circulation for nearly a century, surviving numerous changes in American society. The missing mint mark added an additional layer of historical charm, representing an era when small minting details created big differences in rarity. For numismatists, the rarity of the 1996 penny without mint mark means more than just monetary value. It reflects the artistry and imperfections of coin production. Each example found becomes a testament to how even in the modern age of minting technology, extraordinary pieces can emerge unexpectedly. As time passed, collectors continued to chase this coin, and the scarcity became even clearer. Unlike many modern issues produced in vast quantities, the 1996 penny without mint mark exists in far fewer numbers. This limited availability ensured its place as one of the most desired modern Lincoln cents in the world of rare coins. The value of the 1996 penny without mint mark has amazed experts and collectors alike, reaching as high as $1.62 million. This staggering figure reflects not only its rarity but also the strong demand from those who see it as a once-in-a-lifetime treasure. What makes it even more remarkable is that such wealth could lie hidden in an ordinary coin jar or old wallet. Beyond its value, the coin represents a deeper connection between history and collecting. Owning a 1996 penny without mintmark is like holding a fragment of America's cultural and economic heritage, a reminder of the enduring importance of coins in everyday life and in shaping collective memory. Today, the legacy of the 1996 Lincoln penny continues to inspire both seasoned collectors and beginners. Its story proves that extraordinary worth can come from the simplest of objects, and that sometimes, a small copper coin can hold a fortune far greater than its face value. Next is the Lincoln penny 1964, with the D mintmark, is one of the most intriguing coins in the history of American currency, a small copper piece that carries with it a story of rarity and value. This coin belongs to the Lincoln cent series, first introduced in 1909 to honor President Abraham Lincoln, making it a symbol of both historical legacy and national pride. The 1964 D penny stands out not only for its age but also for the unique qualities and minting details that make it highly sought after among collectors. The 1964 D penny was struck at the Denver Mint, one of the most active mints during the mid-20th century. This period was marked by immense demand for coinage due to the booming economy and population growth across the United States. While millions of these coins were produced, very few of them survived in pristine condition, and it is this rarity of preservation combined with minting anomalies that elevates the value of certain pieces. Collectors often pay close attention to the 1964 D penny because of potential errors, variations, and quality of strike. Small differences such as doubling of letters, misaligned dies, or unique color toning have made certain specimens incredibly valuable. Over the decades, this coin has become a benchmark for those who seek treasures hidden in everyday change, reminding us that sometimes ordinary-looking coins hold extraordinary worth. The design of the 1964 D penny continues the tradition established in 1909, featuring the portrait of Abraham Lincoln on the obverse, designed by Victor David Brenner. On the reverse, the simple yet symbolic depiction of the Lincoln Memorial was not yet adopted, as the 1964 coin still carried the wheat ears design, which was a reminder of America's agricultural strength and prosperity. These artistic and symbolic features further enhance the desirability of the coin for numismatists. Throughout history, pennies from the 1960s have attracted attention because of the transitions in minting technology and material use. While the Lincoln cent remained primarily copper during this period, changes in production standards sometimes resulted in coins with exceptional qualities. The 1964 D penny embodies this transitional charm, giving collectors a direct connection to the minting practices of the era. What makes the 1964 D penny even more fascinating is how it represents both abundance and scarcity. While the Denver Mint produced millions, the passage of time has reduced the number of coins that remain in uncirculated or near-perfect condition. This scarcity in high grades is what drives competition among collectors and pushes the coin's market value into remarkable territory. In auctions and private sales, the 1964 D penny has continued to surprise experts with its ability to command record-breaking prices. Rarity, condition, and demand converge to create a coin that not only excites seasoned numismatists but also inspires newcomers to the hobby. It is a reminder that even the smallest denomination can achieve legendary status in the world of rare coins. The value of the 1964 D penny has reached extraordinary heights, with certain rare examples being valued at $2.92 million. This astronomical figure demonstrates how a single cent, once used for the simplest of transactions, can transform into a treasure of immense financial and historical significance. Such valuations place the 1964 D penny among the most coveted coins ever struck in the United States. Stories of people discovering rare coins like the 1964 D penny in old collections, inherited boxes, or even pocket change continue to fuel the fascination around this coin. It emphasizes the idea that hidden wealth may be closer than one thinks, waiting in drawers or jars filled with loose change. The excitement lies in the possibility that one of these coins could surface unexpectedly, changing someone's life overnight. Ultimately, the 1964 D penny is more than just a small piece of copper, it is a symbol of American history, artistry, and enduring value. Its journey from an everyday coin to a multimillion-dollar rarity shows how objects of simple origin can grow into priceless treasures. For collectors, the 1964 D penny is not only a pursuit of financial reward but also a celebration of heritage, craftsmanship, and the timeless allure of numismatics. Next is the Lincoln cent has remained one of the most iconic coins in American history, and the 1991 penny without a mint mark stands out as one of the most mysterious. While at first glance it may appear to be just another ordinary cent, this particular coin has captured the attention of collectors worldwide due to its rare characteristics and unique history. The absence of a mint mark makes it a true standout from the millions of pennies produced that year. The 1991 Lincoln penny belongs to a long tradition that began in 1909 when the cent was redesigned to honor Abraham Lincoln on the centennial of his birth. Victor David Brenner's famous design became a symbol of national pride, and throughout decades, subtle changes and minting errors created coins of immense rarity. The 1991 issue without a mint mark continues this legacy, offering collectors a chance to hold a small yet priceless piece of history. In 1991, pennies were primarily minted at the Philadelphia and Denver facilities, with the San Francisco Mint producing proof coins. However, coins without a mint mark typically indicate Philadelphia origins. What makes the 1991 penny remarkable is that only an extremely limited batch was struck without the identifying mark, creating a rarity that would eventually reach legendary status in numismatic circles. Collectors have long searched for such coins because mint mark variations often determine whether a penny is ordinary pocket change or a $1,000,000 treasure. The 1991 Lincoln penny without a mint mark fits into this category perfectly. Its scarcity ensures that it cannot be easily found in circulation, and most surviving examples are preserved in high-grade condition, increasing both their desirability and value. The artistry of the coin also contributes to its charm. On the obverse, Lincoln's portrait retains Brenner's timeless design, while the reverse features the Lincoln Memorial, a powerful tribute to America's history. The combination of historical symbolism and a rare minting detail in the 1991 issue makes the coin far more than currency. It is a treasured artifact of American heritage. Over time, numismatists have documented and authenticated surviving specimens of the 1991 Lincoln penny without a mint mark. Auction houses have highlighted these coins as top-tier rarities, and their prices have consistently set benchmarks in the collector's market. The mystery behind their production only fuels their desirability, as very few examples were ever released to the public. Rarity alone would make the coin valuable, but when combined with condition and provenance, its worth rises exponentially. Coins graded in pristine condition command astronomical sums. The 1991 Lincoln penny without a mint mark has become a symbol of how a small variation in minting can transform an everyday object into a national treasure recognized by experts and collectors worldwide. The value of this extraordinary coin has stunned even seasoned collectors. In recent years, the 1991 Lincoln penny without a mint mark reached a record valuation of $1.98 million. This astonishing figure highlights its position as one of the rarest and most sought-after Lincoln cents in history, elevating it from a humble 1-cent coin to a museum-worthy artifact of immense financial and historical value. Beyond its financial significance, the 1991 penny tells a story of American minting practices and the role of small errors in creating lasting legacies. It reflects the unpredictability of coin production and how even minor anomalies can produce treasures that endure for generations. For collectors, owning such a coin means holding not just wealth but a tangible connection to the fascinating history of U.S. coinage. As the years pass, the 1991 Lincoln penny without a mint mark will only continue to rise in significance. With so few known examples, its rarity ensures that future collectors and historians will cherish it even more. From its mysterious origins to its staggering value, this coin remains a shining example of how a single cent can become one of the most valuable pieces of American currency ever produced. Next is the Lincoln penny has long been a cornerstone of American coinage, and the 1973 D-Mint Mark edition stands out as one of the most fascinating examples. Struck at the Denver Mint, this coin carries with it a blend of history, rarity, and collector intrigue. Although millions were produced, certain rare variations have elevated this coin to legendary status in the world of numismatics. In 1973, the Lincoln cent was already an established coin in American circulation, having been introduced in 1909 to honor the centennial of Abraham Lincoln's birth. By this time, the familiar design by Victor David Brenner had become a beloved staple. The obverse featured Lincoln's portrait, while the reverse displayed the iconic Lincoln Memorial. The D-mint mark beneath the date indicated that the coin was struck in Denver, a detail highly significant to collectors. Collectors are especially drawn to the 1973 D Lincoln penny because of the subtle anomalies and quality strikes that set certain specimens apart. While the majority were made of the typical copper composition, some coins were struck with unusually sharp details or on rare planchets, creating coins that defy ordinary expectations. These distinctions make the coin much more than just another cent in circulation. The Denver Mint had a history of producing coins in vast quantities, yet scarcity often arises not from the number minted but from specific traits in certain surviving coins. The 1973 D penny is a prime example of how small variations, such as double dies, off-center strikes, or rare errors, transform a common cent into a coin of extraordinary value. These special characteristics fuel collector demand worldwide. The cultural significance of Lincoln pennies also heightens their desirability. In 1973, the United States was experiencing an era of transition, with changes in politics, society, and economy reflected even in its coinage. For many collectors, the Lincoln cent is more than a piece of metal. It represents history, memory, and national pride. This emotional connection adds to the allure of the Denver-struck penny. Over time, only a limited number of pristine, error-free, or unusual 1973 D Lincoln pennies have survived. Those in mint condition, free from scratches or wear, attract fierce competition at auctions. The rarity of high-grade examples ensures that they remain highly sought after by serious numismatists who value condition almost as much as historical importance. It is within this context that the 1973 D Lincoln penny becomes a treasure. While most examples might only carry minimal face value, the rarest varieties elevate this coin into a category of exclusivity. Collectors carefully evaluate strike sharpness, mint errors, and surface preservation, knowing that the finest pieces will command staggering sums in the marketplace. The highest recorded value for a rare 1973 D Lincoln penny has reached an astonishing $2.65 million, a figure that reflects both its extreme rarity and the passion of collectors willing to invest in securing a piece of numismatic history. This extraordinary value highlights how an ordinary-looking penny can carry unimaginable worth when rarity and condition align perfectly. Such incredible valuations demonstrate the unpredictable nature of coin collecting. A coin once used in everyday purchases decades ago can now be the centerpiece of prestigious collections. The story of the 1973 D penny reveals how the smallest coin in American currency can hold immense historical and financial weight. For enthusiasts, the 1973 D Lincoln penny is a reminder that treasures often hide in plain sight. Its journey from a common cent to $1 million rarity proves that numismatics is not merely about currency, but about preserving history, appreciating artistry, and recognizing value where others might see only a simple coin. Next is the Lincoln penny from 2001, without mint mark, is a coin that holds a unique place in American numismatic history. While millions of pennies were minted in this year, the ones without mint mark are considered highly collectible due to their rarity. Coins produced without a mint mark were struck at the Philadelphia Mint, but not all survived in pristine condition, which adds to their scarcity and desirability among collectors. The history of the Lincoln penny itself dates back to 1909 when it was first issued to honor President Abraham Lincoln's 100th birthday. Over the years, the coin has undergone subtle design changes, yet its significance remains strong. By 2001, without mint mark, the Lincoln penny had already been a symbol of American heritage for more than 90 years, making it a cornerstone in U.S. coinage. What makes the 2001, without mint mark, penny particularly intriguing is its connection to both modern production and classic history. By this period, coins were mostly produced in massive numbers using advanced technology, yet the Philadelphia Mint pieces without mint marks carried a tradition that harked back to earlier coinage practices. Their presence gives collectors a link between the old and the new. The design of the 2001, without mint mark, penny features the familiar portrait of Abraham Lincoln on the obverse side, designed by Victor David Brenner. The reverse side continues with the Lincoln Memorial, which had been in use since 1959. These design details reflect the enduring respect for Lincoln's legacy and the stability of U.S. coin traditions. Over time, many 2001, without mint mark, pennies entered circulation and suffered wear, scratches, and discoloration. Finding a coin that has survived in mint state or with exceptional preservation is incredibly rare. Collectors value these well-preserved examples because they represent not just money, but pieces of history frozen in time. The numismatic market thrives on rarity and demand, and the 2001, without mint mark, Lincoln penny fits perfectly into this narrative. Unlike ordinary examples, a flawless or near-perfect coin can capture massive attention at auctions. Such coins embody a blend of artistry, history, and rarity, qualities that serious collectors are willing to pay a premium for. Beyond simple collecting, the penny reflects cultural identity and nostalgia. The 2001, without mint mark, coin links generations, as pennies have been part of everyday American life for over a century. Its scarcity in the highest grades makes it more than just change, it becomes a treasured artifact. The value of the 2001, without mint mark, Lincoln penny has astonished experts and collectors alike. In its rarest and most flawless conditions, this penny has been valued at $870,000, a figure that transforms a small copper coin into a life-changing fortune. This remarkable value highlights the importance of condition and rarity in determining worth. Collectors often seek out these coins in hopes of discovering a hidden treasure. The fascination with the 2001, without mint mark, penny lies not only in its monetary value but in the stories it tells about minting practices, economic history, and the endurance of American traditions. Owning such a coin is like holding a tangible piece of heritage. As time progresses, the 2001, without mint mark, Lincoln penny will likely continue to rise in esteem and desirability. Its combination of rarity, history, and condition ensures that it will remain a centerpiece in numismatic circles. For many, this penny is more than metal, it is a testament to history, artistry, and the timeless allure of collecting.